The sun has set down the horizon of New York City, leaving a deep purple sky full of stars. Alex stood on the balcony of her small apartment, where the sound of car horns and the chatter of people blended into a lively symphony. She took a deep breath, sensing the aroma of food from the surrounding restaurants. But in her heart weighed a burden of anxiety that she couldn't shake off. Today is the most important day of her life. She has spent the past year building her online store, a dream that her parents have never believed in. They always said it was just an unrealistic hobby, that she should find a stable job in a large company. But Alex couldn't stop thinking about the handmade products she has created, the unique outfits she designed from recycled materials. It was not just a job, it was her life. While she stood there, a surprising notification appeared on her phone. A great collaboration opportunity from a top brand is waiting for you. She opened the message, her heart racing. This was what she had dreamed of, an opportunity to bring her brand to the world. But just as joy began to bloom, a cold feeling spread within her. Could this be the trap her parents warned her about? Should she give up her dream to pursue a path that others have laid out for her? She looked down at the street, where people were rushing by, each with their own dreams and worries. Alex wondered if anyone among them was also facing a crucial crossroads like hers. She felt as if she were in the midst of a battle, not only with the outside world but also with herself. Alex. A familiar voice rang out. It was Sophie, her best friend, with shiny blonde hair and a bright smile. Are you still standing here? Everyone is waiting for you at the cafe. What are they waiting for me for? Alex asked, trying to hide the nervousness in her voice. We're going to celebrate. You finished the new collection, Sophie said, her eyes filled with excitement. Don't let negative thoughts hold you back. Remember that you have accomplished so many great things this past year. Alex smiled, but the worry still wouldn't leave her. She knew that launching the new collection was a big step. But if she accepted the collaboration with the big brand, would that mean losing her identity? She didn't want to become a part of something she didn't believe in. All right, I'll come down right away, she said, trying to brush off the negative thoughts. But as she turned her back to the balcony, a cold breeze blew through, making her feel like something was waiting for her ahead, a secret, a challenge, or perhaps an opportunity she couldn't refuse. As Alex walked down the stairs, she felt like she was stepping into a battle not only with herself but also with the world around her. Each step brought a rush of anticipation, as if she were preparing for a fierce match. Amidst the laughter and sounds of the city, she felt the loneliness. Would she be strong enough to pursue her dreams, or would she again let her family's expectations pull her down? Upon entering the cafe, the warm yellow lights illuminated the faces of her friends. They were waiting for her, but inside Alex, doubt and worry still surrounded her. She couldn't tell them about the notification she just received. Couldn't share the fear that she might lose everything. She needed time to think, to decide. Congratulations, Alex, everyone exclaimed as she walked in. But their smiles couldn't erase the concern in her heart. She knew tonight would be a memorable night, but deep down, a big question still echoed in her mind. Do I have enough courage to live the way I want? As the lights dimmed and the music played, Alex felt like she was standing at a crossroads, with one side being her dreams and the other being acceptance. She didn't know that her decision would not only change her life but also impact those around her. And with each beat of her heart, she knew that her journey was just beginning. The warm yellow lights in the cafe made the atmosphere more intimate, but in Alex's heart, the tension did not ease. She sat among her friends, but felt as if she were lost in another world. Their laughter and cheerful stories were like a curtain hiding the anxieties swirling in her mind. Do you want to try the new cake? Sophie asked, her eyes sparkling. I've heard it's delicious. Yes, I'll try it, Alex replied, but her mind was still engulfed in thoughts about the cooperation announcement. She couldn't stop thinking about whether she should accept that invitation or not. If she declined, would this opportunity come again? And if she agreed, would she lose her identity? While her friends were discussing future plans, Alex felt as if she were standing in the midst of a storm. Questions kept surfacing in her head. Do I have enough talent to succeed? Can I do this without my family's support? As Sophie pulled her into a conversation about the new collection, Alex tried to focus. Have you thought about organizing a fashion show? Sophie suggested. I think it would be great if you could invite some famous bloggers. That's a good idea, Alex replied, but inside she felt heavy. She couldn't help but think about how her parents would react if they knew she was risking her dreams. They would criticize her again, saying that she didn't know what she was doing. When the party ended, Alex felt like a big pressure was weighing on her shoulders. She needed to make a decision, and time waited for no one. The next day, she decided to meet Liam, the graphic designer she had met at a previous fashion event. He was the only one she felt could understand her concerns. The next morning, Alex arrived at the cafe where Liam worked. As she stepped inside, the sunlight streamed through the windows, creating sparkling streaks on the wooden floor. Liam was sitting in a corner, focused on his computer screen. Hi, Alex. Great to see you again, Liam said, smiling brightly. Are you ready for a talk about design? Absolutely, Alex replied, but the nervousness in her heart was hard to hide. I need help. Not just with design. What's going on? Liam asked, his expression becoming serious. Alex took a deep breath, deciding to share her worries. I just received a collaboration proposal from a big brand. But I'm not sure if I should accept it or not. I'm afraid that if I do, I'll lose myself. Liam nodded, understanding evident on his face. That's a big decision. But you know, it's not always about choosing between two paths. Maybe you can find a way to combine both? But if I become a part of them, I won't be Alex anymore, she said, her voice choking a little. I don't want to be a product of the brand. You need to believe in yourself, Liam advised. If you're truly passionate about your product, let it shine. Whether you collaborate or not, you're the one who decides how your brand is shaped. After the conversation with Liam, Alex felt a bit relieved. But when she got home, her anxiety came rushing back. She decided to call her mother. Mom, I have something to share with you, she said, trying to keep her voice calm. What's wrong, Alex? Laura asked, her tone full of concern. Mom? I just received an opportunity to collaborate with a big brand, Alex said, excitement bubbling up. I don't know if I should accept it or not. You know I don't like risky choices, Laura replied, her voice sounding serious. You should look for a more stable job. Collaborating with them may not be good for you. But Mom, this is my dream. Alex protested, leaning towards helplessness. I don't want to live the way you want. I want to decide for myself. Alex, I just want what's best for you, Laura emphasized, her voice a bit weary. You need to be realistic. Life isn't always about dreams. The conversation with her mother made Alex feel like she was standing at a crossroad with foggy paths. She didn't know whether to continue pursuing her dreams or not. She needed to find a way to balance her hopes and reality, but that was not easy. As she lay in bed at night, the lights from the buildings outside lit up the room, casting shimmering shadows. She wondered if anyone else was going through similar feelings. She felt lonely in this fight but knew that she couldn't give up. Maybe I need to try, Alex whispered to herself. I may not know what awaits me ahead, but I won't let fear stop me. She decided that tomorrow, she would meet Liam again and discuss how to develop her brand independently. She wouldn't let anyone, including her family, decide her path. With her newfound determination, Alex closed her eyes, hoping that tomorrow would bring new opportunities and clarity to her life. She knew this journey wasn't just about building a brand, but also about finding herself in a challenging world. The day Alex had been waiting for finally arrived. She had decided to participate in the meeting with the representatives of the big brand that she had received an invitation to collaborate with. She felt like she was standing on the edge of a life-changing decision. She wore an outfit that she had designed, feeling a surge of confidence, but inside, anxiety was quietly gnawing at her. When she stepped into the luxurious office of the brand, Alex couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. Large paintings of famous collections hung on the walls, and bright lights illuminated the space. She took a deep breath, trying to stay calm. "I can do this," she told herself. "Hello, Alex, we are very pleased to meet you," said a middle-aged woman with brown hair and an elegant suit. "I am Karen, the creative director of the brand. We have been following your work and are very impressed." "Thank you, ma'am," Alex replied, trying to keep her voice steady. "I'm very happy to be here." Karen led her into a large meeting room with a long table and luxurious leather chairs. A group of designers and other representatives were waiting. Alex felt like she was standing in front of a judging panel where every decision she made would be scrutinized. "We have reviewed your collection and would like to discuss the possibility of collaboration," Karen began. "We believe you could bring a fresh perspective to our brand." Alex felt her heart racing. This was the opportunity she had dreamed of, but it also felt like a nightmare. "I'm very excited about that," she said, but inside she was filled with doubt. "However, I also have some things to clarify before proceeding further." "Of course," Karen replied, her expression open. "Do you have any questions?" "Yes. I want to know how the brand will support me in maintaining my identity," Alex asked, trying to find certainty within herself. "I don't want to become part of a commercialized product that lacks emotion." A brief silence enveloped the meeting room. The team members exchanged glances, and Alex felt like she was standing in the midst of a storm. Finally, Karen spoke. "We understand your concern. However, you need to understand that in a collaboration, you will have to adhere to certain rules to fit with our brand image." Alex felt as if an electric shock ran through her body. "Does that mean I will have to give up part of myself?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Not necessarily," a young man, presumably Karen's assistant, said. "But you will need to accept that the brand will have certain requirements regarding design and products." "Does that mean I won't have the creative freedom I had before?" Alex asked, feeling disappointment rising within her. "That's part of collaboration," Karen replied, her voice still calm. "You will have the opportunity to express yourself, but you also need to consider the common interest." Alex felt like everything was falling apart. She had dreamed of this opportunity, but now it was not as she had imagined. She looked around, seeing the expectant gazes from the team members, and felt as if she were caught between two worlds, one of dreams and the other of reality. "Perhaps I need more time to think," Alex said, trying to keep her spirits up. "I can't make a decision right now." "We understand," Karen said, but it seemed that their patience was wearing thin. Time is not something we can stretch indefinitely. When the meeting ended, Alex walked out of the office, feeling as if she had just gone through an unwinnable battle. She walked along the busy streets of New York, but felt no vibrancy of the city. Everything around her seemed dull, and her mind was filled with thoughts about the difficult decision she had to face. She decided to call Liam, someone she knew would understand. "Liam, I just left the meeting," she said, her voice feeling a bit lost. "Things aren't as I expected." "What happened?" Liam asked, his voice full of concern. "They want me to collaborate, but..." Alex hesitated. "They said I would have to give up a part of my identity. I don't know what to do." "Alex, listen," Liam said. "Don't let anyone dictate your life. If it means giving up what makes you, then maybe you should reconsider." "But this is a huge opportunity," she said. feeling like she stood at an irreplaceable crossroads. I don't want to miss out. Opportunities are not always opportunities, Liam stressed. Think about this, can you live with that decision? Can you accept losing yourself? Alex felt like a wave of clarity washed over her, helping her focus. She needed to think clearly. Thank you, Liam. I will think about it. When she returned home, Alex sat on her bed, the dim light illuminating the room. She opened her laptop and began reviewing images of the collection she had created. Each dress, each outfit held a story, a part of her soul. She could not let her dreams fade away just for a collaborative opportunity. She decided to organize a small fashion show, where she could freely express herself without being bound by any brand. It would be a place where she could reaffirm her worth and also prove that she could succeed without sacrificing her identity. On the day of the show, Alex felt more nervous than ever. She had invited friends, family, and even some fashion bloggers she admired. The atmosphere in the room was filled with excitement, but it was also tense. She stood behind the stage, feeling like all eyes were on her. You can do it, Alex, Sophie whispered, gripping her hand tightly. Show them your strength. Thank you, Sophie, Alex said, but inside she still felt heavy. She knew this was not just a show, but a statement about herself. As the music played and the lights illuminated the stage, Alex stepped out, feeling like her heart was beating louder than ever. Everyone applauded, and she felt like she was rising. She confidently showcased each outfit, each carrying a message that she could create freely without depending on anyone. When the show ended, Alex stood before the crowd, tears welling in her eyes. Thank you all for being here today, she said, her voice a bit choked. I have learned that dreams are not something you have to give up to fit in with others. Dreams are what you have to fight to preserve. The crowd erupted in applause, and Alex felt like she had found the light in the darkness. She did not need to compromise her identity to achieve success. She had found her own path, and that was the most important thing. After the show, Alex received many compliments from friends and attendees. But what made her happiest were the messages from the fashion bloggers she had invited. They were very impressed with her collection and wanted to collaborate in the future. You did it, Sophie said, hugging her fiercely. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Sophie. I couldn't have done this without you by my side, Alex said, her emotions surging. Looking around, Alex realized she was no longer alone in this journey. She had found her inner strength, and now she could move forward without giving up her identity. In the following days, Alex received numerous collaboration invitations from other brands. People who truly appreciated her talent and style. She felt like she was on top of her career, but more importantly, she had found herself in the process. She determined that she would not only be a designer but also an inspiration to others. She wanted to prove that pursuing dreams does not mean sacrificing oneself, but finding a way to blend both. You achieved the impossible, Liam said in a recent conversation. You proved that dreams can come true if you are determined enough. Thank you, Liam. I have learned that sometimes the most important thing is not the opportunity but how you shape that opportunity, Alex replied, a radiant smile on her face. And so, Alex's journey didn't end here. She had found her inner strength and was determined to continue pursuing her passion. She learned that in life, the most important thing is not what others think of you, but what you think of yourself. As she looked out the window, sunlight shining into the room, Alex knew she was ready for the next challenges. She would never stop dreaming and would never give up on herself. She had found her own path, and now she would continue to walk it with confidence and passion. Autumn has arrived, and the bright yellow leaves begin to fall gently on the streets of New York. Alex stands by the window, looking outside, feeling the cool morning air. She has been through a long journey, and now everything seems to be returning to its rightful path. Her fashion show was a resounding success, and the compliments from friends, family, and fashion bloggers still resonate in her mind. But more importantly, she has found herself. She has learned that in pursuing dreams, you do not have to give up your identity. Today, Alex decided to host a small gathering at her home, inviting close friends and family. She wants to share with them what she has been through, and above all, she wants to thank them for always supporting her throughout this journey. When the guests arrive, the atmosphere in the apartment becomes warm and intimate. Sophie, Liam, and other friends are all present, together creating a joyful atmosphere. Alex stands in the middle of the living room, her heart pounding. She feels as if she is at the peak of happiness. "Thank you, everyone, for being here today," Alex begins, her voice slightly trembling. "I want to share something important with all of you." Everyone falls silent, their eyes fixated on her. "I have gone through a long road to find myself. There were times I felt lost, but thanks to you all, I found the strength to continue." Sophie steps closer and hugs her tightly. "You've done the impossible, Alex. I'm so proud of you. Thank you." "Sophie, you are the one who has always been by my side, cheering me on whenever I felt weak," Alex says, tears welling up in her eyes. "I couldn't have done it without the love and support from you all." Liam stands beside her, smiling warmly. "You've proven that nothing is impossible if you believe in yourself. Your journey is an inspiration to all of us." After everyone enjoyed the snacks and had cheerful conversations, Alex decided to make a special announcement. "I want to invite everyone to participate in a new project I am working on. This will be a collection called Finding Myself, where each product carries a unique story, reflecting our experiences and emotions." Everyone applauds enthusiastically, and Alex feels excitement flooding the room. "I want each of you to be part of this collection. Please share your story with me, and together we will create something truly special." "That's a great idea," Sophie exclaims. "I really want to participate." "Thank you, everyone. I believe that every story has value and can inspire others," Alex says, her heart filled with joy. "We will build a community where everyone can share and support each other." In the following days, Alex and her group of friends embark on realizing the new project. They hold meetings, share their stories, and create unique products together. She realizes that listening to and understanding those around her not only helps her grow, but also connects everyone. When the Finding Myself collection officially launches, Alex feels more nervous than ever. The exhibition takes place in a famous art space, where fashion and art lovers gather. She sees the products created from her friends' stories, each item carrying a profound message. "This is amazing, Alex," Liam says as they stand amidst the crowd. "You've created a wonderful space for everyone to express themselves." "Thank you, Liam. This is not just about fashion, but about love and connection," Alex replies, feelings of pride surging within her. As the exhibition comes to a close, Alex receives numerous compliments from visitors. They not only love the products but are also moved by the stories behind them. She feels as if she has found her true purpose in life, not just pursuing her own dreams but also helping others find theirs. As everyone leaves, Alex sits alone in the quiet space, feeling peace within her heart. She recalls the difficulties she had been through, the tears she had shed, and the happy moments. She realizes that everything happens for a reason. The challenges have helped her grow, and the love from her friends have supported her in overcoming all difficulties. On an autumn evening, as the twinkling lights from surrounding buildings reflect down on the road, Alex decides to visit her mother. She has not seen her mother since beginning her journey, and now she feels the need to share what she has learned. "Hello, Mom," Alex says as she walks into the house, excitement flooding her. Laura, her mother, looks up from her book. "Alex, you're back. Mom, I have something to say to you, Alex begins, her voice slightly trembling. I have gone through a long journey to find myself. I've learned that dreams are not just what others expect from me, but what I truly want. Laura looks at her daughter with an emotional gaze. I am so proud of you, Alex. I knew you could do it. I want to apologize for not sharing my worries with you. I was scared and felt lost. But now, I've found myself, Alex says, tears in her eyes. I want you to know that I love you. And I will always find a way to preserve my identity. I love you too, Alex. I'm sorry I didn't understand you better. I just wanted what was best for you, Laura replies, hugging her daughter tightly. We will learn and grow together. As Alex leaves her mother's house, she feels as if a great weight has been lifted off her shoulders. She has learned that forgiveness is not only for others but also for herself. She has matured, and now she can face every challenge that life brings. As she looks out the car window, the city lights twinkle like dreams waiting for her. Alex knows that her journey is not yet over. She will continue to pursue her passions, help those around her, and live with love in her heart. And so, Alex steps into a new chapter of her life, believing that good things can happen when you dare to dream and never give up on yourself. She has found the light in the darkness. And now she will continue to shine, not only for herself but for all those seeking light in their lives.